So, welcome everyone to the second day of our visual storytelling, and we will continue where we had left yesterday. So, yesterday we were looking at human figures. Okay, so you all had made human figures and you all had showed the emotions simply by a little variation, maybe hands up and down or something, some expressions which made your human figure different from others with the expressions. Okay, now coming to the characters and professions. Okay, so what comes to your mind when you talk about a doctor?
A stethoscope.
For me, it's injection.
Yeah, so this can be, this assumption will be different for everyone. Okay, but it will be the common one. Okay, either it is stethoscope or it is injection, whatever.
And white overcoat.
Yes, white coat or even plus, that also shows. So, but these are the basic things which you can show. Okay, what comes to your mind if it is about teacher?
Books in the hand.
Ma'am, a blackboard with a chalk. A blackboard with a chalk.
Duster and a diary.
Okay, okay, okay,
Pen.
okay, okay. Now, whatever comes to your mind, first you have to think about the basic shape which can be taken. For example, if I have to draw the book, what is the basic shape to be taken?
Ma'am, a rectangle.
Yes. So that you have to connect with the basic structure. Okay. And you don't have to give it a perfect look, but you just have to give the basic structure. Okay. So always learn more and more shapes so that you can just pick up the shape. Okay. So for example, if you want to draw a stethoscope, which shapes will come?
Circle and lines will come, curved lines.
Yes. So your explanation to the child will become very easy when you tell them draw a stethoscope, draw two circles, connect them like that. Okay. So always you have to carry that vision with you that whatever you look at, you should try to find out the shape. Okay. If I have to draw this laptop, what shape will come to my mind?
Ma'am, rectangle.
Yes, and it becomes very easy then. Okay, so when you have to draw a person to show his profession, you have to check for the props that he carries, right? If he's a lawyer, okay.
Ma'am, the black coat and files in his hand.
Yes, okay. And if it's a policeman.
Ma'am, the police and his stick and use.
Stick and cuff. Ma'am, police use gun.
Ma'am, gun.
Very good. So if we talk about the gun, what shape will come to our mind?
Ma'am, like it will be a rectangle, then
Yes.
a circle here, then it will be again a rectangle.
Okay, so whatever you have to draw, you have to tell the shape. What is the shape?
It's like a cylindrical shape.
Yes, so all of you quickly show me anything and let's see the shape. Which basic shape can be taken to draw that particular thing? All of you just show me anything which is around you. Let's discuss the shape. So Ritu is showing calculator. Okay, so whatever you are showing, tell the shape. Tell the shape. Whatever you are showing.
A small rectangle, then below it's a big rectangle.
Ma'am, a bottle.
Yes. So if you know the basic shape, then it is not difficult to draw anything. Okay. So whenever you look at something, can anyone show me some picture? Let's go to deeper, a little deeper part. Any picture anybody can show? Yes. So let me highlight spotlight Ashwini. Okay. So if you have to tell your child to draw this, how will you instruct the child? Which shape?
Ma'am, cylindrical.
Yes.
Sir, oval. Oval
shape, and for the leaves, we can
Waves.
Yes.
Ma'am, circle.
Because when you will teach shapes, you will also teach them wave lines, no? Wavy lines, curved lines. So if they know the curved lines and they know the cylindrical shape, anything you can draw. Okay, any other drawing anybody can show?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes. Okay, so
Ma'am, I have this one.
okay. Now this one, what's your name? I just forgot your name, beta.
Ma'am, Ashvi.
Ashvi. So look at this. It's already in shape, right? It's robotic sort of something. So oval, rectangle.
Half oval, rectangle.
Yes. Okay. Yes, Jolly wants to show some.
Ma'am, and circle.
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, this one.
Cone and yes, very good. So nothing is difficult. Also, I'll give you one tip. You can practice these the most basic drawings. If you have magazines or anything, you always try to whatever picture is there, try to do the outline part. Only the outline part. The outline part will give you the basic drawing. Okay. And have you all seen drawify.com? Have you?
Yes, ma'am.
So you
Yes,
can
ma'am. Yes,
pick
ma'am.
from there also on any other topic. Okay, now coming to the master of all, Google. The simplest thing, even if you don't know any drawing, you can, whichever your keyword is, you type that keyword. Along with that, you just write icon, doodle, vector. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Or you go to
Outline this part.
very good. See? Yeah. So when it comes to this kind of a drawing, you can only take the outline part. Okay. So how to make the pot? What will you tell the child? What shape comes to your mind?
Circle, oval, lines.
Yes.
Circle, ovals,
And that's a oval. Then
Yes.
trapezium.
line.
Very good. That can also be taken. So it's all about the basic structure, the basic pattern. Okay. And as I told you, whenever you want to search for something, because see, these all drawings are for real objects. But if I say try drawing something which is not real but imaginary, then the people who are born with this visual thinking talent, or I can say creativity, will definitely have wonderful and awesome ideas. But people like me who are not, drawing is not my cup of tea. Okay, so person like me can also start this visual thinking skill by taking the help of Google. You just type anything. For example, I'm giving you this task to everyone. Type confidence. Okay. I'm also typing. So type confidence and go to images, or you can write confidence and then you can write doodle or images or icon. Okay. Quickly take a screenshot and send it in the group.
Okay, ma'am.
Although I have told you drawify.com, you'll find everything there, but simple Google will also help you always. Okay. So you will find many images which will give the idea of confidence. So this is
Like I found this with confidence too.
yes, very good. Please share it in the group. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So whenever you are not able to think of any picture, then you can always take the help of Google, and this way you can maintain your diary, okay, where you keep everything, note down everything. So for whenever I need the word confidence, I have to take this picture. Whenever I need this word, I have to take. So you maintain your dictionary, your journal of visual or visual library, visual vocabulary. So you maintain that. Once you work on it and it is ready, then every time you just have to open and check it and you can keep it. Okay. So the same thing you have to ask the children to do. Okay, so initially they will have to search, but once you have taken, it is forever. Okay, you don't have to keep changing. Okay, so for everything you will have something, the most basic drawing. Yes, see, so confidence can be shown in so many ways, and you have to take the simplest one. Okay. Don't go for pictures, go, okay? Like Aarti and Deepti, you have sent, those are pictures. We are looking for doodles, okay? Icons and doodles, vectors, okay? But if you find such drawings or paintings, then you can just take the border, the outline. You don't have to draw, but if you just draw the border, you will get the doodle, okay? So these are metaphors. We call them metaphors, okay? Yes. And those who are good at visual thinking can create their own. So let's see how creative you all are. Now let's not take the help of Google, and I would give you one keyword and you have to draw it. Okay. I want to draw you to draw aim, ambition. If you have to draw aim or ambition, if you have to show, how would you show aim or ambition through your drawing? What comes to your mind when you hear the word aim or ambition?
We have to draw, ma'am.
Yes, you have to draw.
Okay.
Either you can show it here or you can share the picture in the group. Okay. Very good, Roma. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Got from Ashwini also. Yes, very good. Very clear. Very good, Roma. I'll give you bonus points for writing the keyword. Always write the keyword. Whether it's very, very clear through your drawing, then also write the keyword. It makes the spectator feel that it's not something difficult. It's something very easy. The one who is watching can find it very easy. Okay. So keyword is very, very important. Okay. So I'll show you a slide. So these are metaphors. Okay. So aim, you can show it like this, aim. When you have to start something, you can show the picture of a rocket. Okay. Out of the box. So when all the fish are going towards one direction, one fish is moving in the opposite direction. So that shows out of the box thinking. So these metaphors will be different for every person. How you perceive the situation, it will depend on you. Okay. Idea is always like glowing a bulb. idea, bulb. Okay. So if you have to draw the bulb, it's very simple. Make an R and then a circle. Okay, wise. So here it is an owl, but your metaphor can be different to show the word wise. Motive. Okay. So the metaphors can be different for everyone. But once you have decided one particular picture for yourself, keep it with you as your visual vocabulary. Okay. Very good. I got so many pictures. Neha, very good. Aarti, everyone has done perfectly. Very good. Yes. So now everyone can can visualize and can show whatever you feel through your own simplest drawings. Very good. See, it's a complete storyboard which Ruchi has shared. It's a complete storyboard.
Ma'am, it's Ritu.
Sorry, I have saved your number. First, I had saved it with Rubik's Cube Mentor, and then now I typed Ruchi by mistake. I'll change it. Ritu, sorry. Yeah, so it's a complete storyboard what Ritu has shared with us, right? So clear, right? So it has to be very neat and simplest. Okay. Okay. So this is the way how you can show characters, right? Doctor, student. Okay. And now coming to the next part is connectors, arrows. They are also very, very important. Okay. So you can use any of the arrows or connectors, but you will always need them for your storyboards. Okay. So always remember that your single straight line shows that your decision is fixed. Okay, it shows that something is very clear. But when you're not very sure, the dotted line shows the unsurety. Okay, so if you have something where your decision is very firm, you show it with the straight line or with a complete line, and the dotted line shows that either something is less important or not so very fixed, then we represent with the dotted lines. Okay, so these are the arrows and connectors. You can use any of these. Now, the next part is speech. Okay, and what is speech? Now you know that you have to use human figures, you have to use objects, real objects. Okay, then metaphors you are using, then you are using connectors. So why we need connectors? Because we are not drawing only one thing. If we are drawing more than one thing, then we need to connect those things. So we need connectors also. Now the next part is speech. As I told you that your text, the less is more, but text is very, very important. So your text is very important. And speech means if you show it in your, someone was yesterday saying about speech bubbles. Okay, so that is speech. Okay. So when you have speech bubbles, okay, that adds more connectivity. Okay, so you can have speech bubbles and you can write. Okay, so yeah, wow. Okay, whatever you want, you can write in the speech bubble, or in the speech bubble also you can give some metaphor. Okay, so now these speech bubbles can show many things. Okay, when you agree, see agreement, and when you do not agree. So your speech bubbles can show what are you thinking about. Okay, if somebody is shouting, if two people have a common vision, okay, if two people are not having the same decision, constructive decision, so if they have same decision, so constructing, okay, this is constructing decision. Acknowledgement, now you can see the speech bubble and inside there is one more speech bubble. That means they both are agreeing, acknowledging, okay. Thinking, simple thinking, okay. So these are speech bubbles which will give more personal touch to your storyboard. So if you want to if you want to tell whatever you are feeling in a stronger way, then always use these speech bubbles. Okay, somebody has someone used the pictures which you have shared? Let me check. Yes, Neha Sethia Jolly has used the speech bubble. See, I haven't shared this one, but she has already used. Okay. So whatever expressions you want to give, hooray, okay, like somebody has written hooray also. So that is your interjection part, where you use exclamatory marks. So these are your speech bubbles which will show the expressions, right? Okay, so just drawing a speech bubble makes it more connective. Okay. Now, coming to the text part. Okay, so in the text, whatever you are writing, okay, so these are some of the examples. Now, typography. Now, for the text, what you can do is, you all must be using your smartphones. So there are so many, like if you, can you tell me any app where you get these fonts? Like I have a PicMonkey with me where I do this editing part. So it has many options for text, for writing the text.
Ma'am, we can change in a Word file.
Yes,
if we write a letter.
Yes, yes. So you will have to decide which text you should try for at least 3-4 which you are comfortable with, and you can select that particular style of writing. Okay. So always remember, take it in print. Okay, whatever, because when you are already drawing something, then you have to try to keep it as simple as possible, and print is always simpler than cursive. Okay, so you can also use your brush pens, okay, for shading part, like here you can see. Okay, so can you all quickly give me some text and share the picture? Okay, what happened, Bhumika? Where are you lost today? Okay. So to write the text, we can choose any of the fonts which are there in smartphones, okay, or in the apps, or as she told, you can use MS Word also, where you will have. So out of so many, at least you should be comfortable with 4 or 5, okay, and the simplest ones with the print letters, okay. Sometimes it is good when you are using your calligraphy skills and all, but then you cannot use it for this purpose. The purpose is very simple, that keep it simple, okay. Which side? See, I'm using PicMonkey. That's an app where we can edit our pictures. Anywhere you will get, like InShot also, all the apps, they have different kinds of font. So you can choose from there. If you're using your laptop, then MS Word, you can choose the font from there. Okay. And if you can see here, you will find that you have to use single color. Okay, if you're writing hi, it has to be, if you're using color, single color, not that H is with different color and I is with different color. In the word cool, it should not be that C is with different color, O is with different. Do not try to use many colors, okay? Try that you use only one or two colors, okay?
Ma'am, can we do shadowing?
This is with the help of chisel marker, okay? Brush pen, chisel marker, okay? If you don't have and you want to give that effect, you can give. Why do you highlight? To give more attention. So if this word is very important in my storyboard, then I will give this, we will come to this part, that which of the text we have to use where. That also we will be discussing, okay? Yeah, so if you are using your highlighters, that means that word is very important in your storyboard, okay? So now the next, we are coming to the color part, okay? So always use same shades of the same color, okay? Don't use that one color is totally opposite of the different. Even if you have to use more than one color, if you supposedly you have to use two colors, then try to keep the shade of the same color, okay? Related color, okay? So here you can see if you're shadowing, okay? So if you're using the two colors, then the two shades of a color, lighter and darker one, okay? Try to do that, or use single color. Now here you can see the words which are written: why, how, when, where, how much, who, what. These are all written with the same color. That gives equal importance to each of the word, okay? So when you are writing something and all the keywords are equally important, then it has to be shown with the same color. Suppose, for example, if out of these, if I write any two words with some different colors, then the person who is looking at this will think that these words are different from these, or of less importance or of more importance. So because all these keywords are equally important, use the same color. And if supposedly one word is very important, then rest of the words, that color can be changed. So whenever you change color, always remember that the person who is looking at this will always think that there is some difference between these two. That is why two different colors are used. So if you want to show similarity, then use single color, okay? Okay. Okay, now coming to the headings, the title part, okay? So whatever your storyboard is about, the front, there should be a heading, the title, okay? So I want you all to make this, you have to make this one, everyone, please draw this. So when you draw this, you can see that this is the shadowed, this is the colored part. So you can take black color or any of the color. Your title goes in the middle part, the main, okay? So this will be your heading. And there are so many other ways also to write the heading, okay? This is also one of the way. So whenever you have to make a storyboard, then you will keep this title on the top. Okay, it will be the boldest one with the biggest font. Always remember, with the biggest font and the boldest one, so that it is very clear that this is the heading of the page. Yes, everyone has shared the picture of fonts. So all of you have done a great work because it's very neat, tidy, simple, and in print, just easy to understand. So speech bubbles are an important part. Text is a very important part. Colors are a very important part. Titles are very important part. So we are discussing the components of the storyboard. Okay. So heading, the title, in the word where title is written, you can choose any of the topic. Okay. Okay, so this is from bottom to top. And so you can have from left to right. Okay. You can have from top to bottom. Okay. And this is mandala sort where you do not know that which direction. When you have to show something which can go in any of the directions, then you can use this kind of. Okay. I'll share the clear picture of this, okay? I'll show it again. So any story can be drawn, topics, grammar topics can be taken, science topics can be taken. This is again electromagnetic waves, forms of energy, homophones. So the homophones are always confusing to children. So if they draw, they will remember. So that is the best way for them to remember the difference between the two words. Okay. Then they can create their storyboards to tell the stories. Okay. They have shown their shadow part. Also, here, what can you see through this? What is this? What the child is trying to do?
So problem.
Actually creating their stories. So it was, we had a batch of students for mnemonics and visual thinking both. The next topic tomorrow, we are going to take mnemonics. So they have to learn a list of things. So they have created a visual storyboard to remember the list of things. Okay. And they have created a story for this. Okay. See, even the recipes can be shared to how to make lemonade. Okay. This was a paragraph. The teacher has given a paragraph and the children had, please mute yourself. The children have done the visual recording of the graphic recording of the paragraph to represent. Okay. Basic shapes. They also learned how to draw animals and birds. This was their visual library they have created for themselves. Also, they have used it for learning the concepts. Okay. Action words. Okay, so let me see what all you all have shared now. Very good, Bhumika. So let us look at everyone's drawing here. Yeah. Now Bhumika has drawn this. I want somebody to explain the concept. I don't want
Ma'am,
Bhumika.
can I?
Yes, Jolly.
Ma'am, they want to go to their friend's house and they are thinking
Wait,
how
just
can we go?
no, no.
Friend's house is.
Ma'am, they are telling that
We are explaining the
Do not
sentences.
interpret the entire story just looking. You are looking at the visual part, but you are not reading the text part.
Next
So
part,
text is also very important.
words and
The text
sentences.
like when we get letters, then we form words with them, then we form phrases and then sentences.
Yes. So this storyboard is now, can you all tell which is the heading part?
Sentences.
And sentences.
Now, Bhumika, one thing you could have done here is the font difference is not very clear, right? The words, letters, phrase, the size is almost similar to the sentences. That is why the main focus should go, which should have gone to sentences, could not go. Okay, so understand that your first heading part should always have the biggest and the darkest font. Okay,
Yeah.
got it, Bhumika? If your sentences part would have been a little more bolder and bigger, then the first,
हाँ, यहाँ पर आपने क्या लिखा था?
our first focus would have gone to that heading. But here, nobody has noticed sentences. The heading part was missed because it was not in the bolder part. So this is something you can learn. Okay. Otherwise, it is perfect. Very good. So we all can see the flow, that the flow is from bottom to top. Very good. Yes. Now here also see the font size does not have much difference. The font size of Togetherness and Alone and Happy is almost similar. And you could have given, please always remember when you want the focus, then you have to color it. Okay, so Togetherness, if you would have increased the font size and you would have highlighted with some color, then we could have, our focus would have gone first on the main concept of togetherness. Okay, but again, the I love the picturization, which is very clear that if you are alone, you are not happy, but if you're with children, you are happy. Now, growth of tree. Okay. Again, see what I told you, how much you draw, you always have to write the keyword. Keyword is missing. So it will always create a little confusion. Although it's very clear that, okay, this is the way how the tree is growing. But if you want the child to learn the keywords, then you need to write the keywords. Okay, because this is just the growth, but what the child will learn from this, okay, the plant grows into tree, that's all. But if you would have written the keyword, he would have learned that, okay, this turns into this and this turns into this. Got it? Whatever changes I'm telling, please make those changes and send it again. Okay, I'm waiting for everyone. Yes. Where is the heading? although it's very clear. It's very, very clear. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now this is perfect because although I would say I told you not to use many colors. Okay, but yes, definitely my attention has gone first towards the heading. Why? Because this was in a bold color. Although the text could have been a little bigger. Always remember the text should be a little bigger. Okay, from the remaining text of your storyboard. She has used effects also. She has used speech bubbles also. She has used text also. Very good. It's pretty clear that love is in the air, Neha. It's pretty clear.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes or no, everyone? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it's a perfect Valentine poster.
Anyone has shared, which I have missed? Please, everyone share so that we can check.
Ma'am, I have shared that Olympics one.
Ashwini. So your main heading is Olympic, okay, and the target is also very clear. But there is still something missing. Like, is she thinking of, or has she achieved? Next part is
Because she is smiling, so she has achieved. She has lifted and she has achieved.
Ma'am, or she's thinking.
See, there is a.
Looks like.
So text is very important, as I told you.
Okay.
Text is very important, right?
It looks like she's thinking that I want to get these.
This one is very good. Good habit, sharing, bring happiness. So good habit is bolder, very good. So obviously the first attention is going towards good habit, and then we are looking at other things. It is very good, but Deepti, again, when and where are more highlighted than your main topic. The hierarchy is not correct. Hierarchy says adverbs has to be more highlighted, and then the second part, and then the third part. It should go like that. Okay. But it is very nice. So clear. When is very clear, and basic shapes are used. You all can see. I really loved it. Only thing is when and where should be smaller than adverbs. Okay? Looking at the hierarchy part.
Okay.
Anyone can just see and understand the concept without the teacher saying a word. Is it right or not? Everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you draw simple drawings, your hard work, you don't have to put a lot of hard work in explaining and shouting and saying the same thing again and again. If you have given the visuals, that makes it pretty clear. Geeta, very good. Stage performance. It will be performance. Yes. See, so very clearly we can see it is from bottom to top. And yes, the heading is bolder. Who? Okay. So singing, action, dance, yoga. So these are the participants. So I like the concept where it is not too much of coloring is there, and the color is giving, it's an appropriate use of the color. Who wins a trophy? Okay. So your concept is very clear. Good one. Everyone has to share. Okay. I like this concept. I want you all to draw this journey of yours from what you were before this session and what you are after this session. I want you all to visualize this journey of yours. You all have to use this journey, and you all have to start from where you were before the session and now where have you reached. Were you able to draw, and are you able to draw? Let's see how everyone uses this roadmap as a journey from non-visual thinker to a visual thinker. I'm really amazed to see all of these verbal. Yes, you were verbal. And okay, Bhumika has taken her friends also along with in the journey. So Roma is there, Bhumika, Neha. Why, what's visual? And then you have learned shadows, titles. Shweta ma'am. Wow, perfect.
Thank you.
Geeta, how to start the class? Thinking, visual thinking. Start drawing ideas, become visual facilitator. Very good, Geeta, very good. Visual storytelling, how? Let me tell you, simple shapes, verbal to visual, shadows, types, figures, hurdles. Well done. Well done. I must say well done. Okay, these are superb, everyone. Loved each one of your drawings. Was it wonderful? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Now I'm sharing some pictures which I found on Google to give you more examples to keep it with you. Now all of you have to do one more task, and now this is not about me, but this will be about you. Okay, you have to create your visual resume. What are you inside and outside? You have to create your visual resume. I have shared so many pictures with you all. Okay. This is one of the example of visual resume. So you can draw yourself, and you can, what all are your inner qualities, you can put them inside, and what all are you doing outside, you can keep them outside. Okay. So I think you should first go through all of these pictures once, and then you start creating your visual resume, which is going to help you a lot in understanding yourself. And even now people have started this accepting this visual resume, which makes it very clear to the person who is observing your resume. Okay.
मैम रेज्यूमे मीन्स उसमें हमारी क्वालिटी लिखनी है या क्या, मतलब मुझे समझ में नहीं आया है.
What is resume? When you go to find out some job, you give your resume and you tell about yourself. So how would you tell about yourself? Through your drawing. What are your strengths? Okay.
Okay.